Good morning, guys. It's been a very long time. I haven't put a video up for best part of probably 12 weeks. I think the Cardiff game was the last time that I put something up on the YouTube. Just wanted to explain a few things, and I hope you understand, or at least bear with me. First and foremost, I haven't gone to Chelsea. This is 37 years I've been going to Chelsea home and away, following Chelsea from 1982 free to the present day, and I've missed the last four games where it's very unlike me, and there's a reason for that. The first thing was my health. My health's not been too good. I'm 53 years of age now, and I've got to be honest with you, I've had a few major health issues, which has really taken its toll with regards to me, and a wife that's also got a few health issues, and that you've got to do the right thing by your family and put certain things into perspective. And the other thing is, the other reason, we're very close to Luke Adams of Bereave Chelsea. I imagine a lot of you out there have been accustomed to his website, and I go a long way back with Luke. When I set up Chelsea SW6, Luke was doing it another way, obviously through a website. He's a very talented guy. In the early parts, well, up to all night, sometimes chatting away and trying to do the right things and get it right, run things up in South Yorkshire, in Sheffield. Like myself, just had a little young child, and he's full of life, really looking forward to the next stage. And 3.5 months ago, I went up, might have been just over 4 months ago, I went up to meet Luke in Sheffield, and we went and had some lunch, and I went into his offices, and it was with a view for this season for Chelsea SW6 and Bereave Chelsea to link up. In other words, we were going to form this partnership, and we was really going to give it a go. And as much as I've got every respect in the world for CFC Fans TV and 100% Chelsea and all that, it was with a view to maybe getting us up to that next level. And so I was really looking forward to doing things with him. We put together a plan of action, and then just like that, Chelsea Football Club shut him down. They shut down his Instagram, and there was a man where all his hard work, and I'm talking sometimes 18 hours a day, really caring passionately about his football club and putting together something where he wasn't earning anything, because what he was getting, where he was getting some backing, where some big companies were coming in, but what was happening was he was reinvesting it, because he wanted to make it the perfect product, and he was putting his the money back into it, and he was just shut down just like that by the club that he loves. And I've spoken to Luke, and he finds it very difficult now to watch Chelsea and kind of feel about him in the same light, because if anything, he was doing a tremendous job of promoting Chelsea. We're talking 250,000 people, and millions and millions of people that were on his site, and it was just promoting Chelsea worldwide, and that's got a knock-on effect, for the club. I've really knocked me for six that, because I thought to myself, well, I've spent the last 4 years, and don't get me wrong, I haven't done it on my own. There's Norman, a man who's been supporting Chelsea for over 50 years, who's on the admin side, and Francis CFC Stanley, many people out there know, someone that goes every game home and away with a family, terrific family they are, and really, a guy called Gary White, and of course Chelsea Italia overseas, people like Paul Canaville with the Canaville Foundation, just people really trying to make it a little bit different. And we've got 82,000 members on the Facebook group. It's never really gone up from that though. But the point is, if they can do that to Luke just like that, then they can do it like that for me. And I've got to tell you, in the last 3-4 seasons, it's cost me a fortune to keep this going, and I've not earned nothing out of it. And don't get me wrong, we've got some fantastic subscribers that have stuck with us since. I mean, I've noticed it's not even gone down, the YouTube group, and I've not put nothing up for weeks, and honestly, I can't thank you enough for that, because we have got a tight, hardcore, old school Chelsea back, you know. And another thing, I had an opportunity last week to cover something for a lot of the Chelsea old boys. A lot of people, like I think Ron Harris was a question. It was a thing down at the pensioner pub, and I was going to do a live feed. I've just run out of energy. I've just had no energy. You know, I've let everything slide a bit, and I thought, and also I've got a lot of other, like, I've been approached by people like Claude, who's had his moments with Arsenal. He said, look, let's do an old school thing. Let's start with streams back again. I want to do it all. Right? But honestly, I've lost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and I'm thinking now, I don't know whether I can get some kind of thing where I can perhaps ask people to contribute. I don't know, even if it's £1 a month. But before I do anything like that, I'd like to get some kind of feedback from you guys out there, because if it's not for you and you think, nah, do you know what, Tony, we'll give it a miss, then fair enough, I'll take that on the chin and I'll just call it a day, you know. Or alternatively, if perhaps anyone wants to link up with us, or come on board, help us out, or I don't know, financially contribute, I don't know. I don't really get invited on too much. I mean, to be fair, CFC Fans TV, Soapy Rose and Rory, I go on their channel. Because I stopped the fan cams, because it was costing me too much money. I mean, £800 a month, and I'm getting nothing back for it. It's just ridiculous, you know, but I just did it. I did it for all the right reasons. So I go on their channel, and Louis, 100% Chelsea, he's invited me on his as well. So I guess I'm open to offers. Anyone that wants to either come on board, contribute, if that's something you feel you might, you know, I've seen it where it's been done where you can, because I did think about setting up a website and then just doing all the videos at the game. Maybe just get something out of it, yeah, that just covers my costs, or, you know, obviously the dream would be to give up my job and just do something which I really love, which is talk about Chelsea. That would be absolutely fantastic. So if there's any, I don't know, fairy godmothers out there, or anyone that wants to help out, contribute on a monthly basis, let me know. And if that's the case, then I'll set something up. And obviously I'd be so appreciative for anything that that, you know, you'd be kind enough to give, because I'd like to go full pelt, you know, go back to doing the streaming 2-3 times a week, and you know, and put the content out there, which I know I can do, and I can put out some decent stuff. I can't juggle 4 things all at one go, you know, family, kids, getting to games where I'm not home till bloody 3 in the morning, and put the content out there, because it can take hours after a game to put it together, you know. And I've had, it's all self-taught, I've had to learn all this stuff. So I'm open to any ideas out there, guys, you know, and I appreciate it very, very much, I really, really do. Anyway, guys, look, thank you so much for listening. As I say, total respect for those that have stuck it out whilst I put nothing up, and really, really appreciate it. And hopefully I'm going to be there, as I say, for the Palace game. So up the Chelsea, and I'll speak to you soon. Keep the blue flag flying.